walking for? For me? Raising money for lupus makes me feel exhilarating, gives me hope, it's empowering. It makes me feel like I'm fighting for everybody and not just for myself.
We in Atlanta have one of the strongest chapters in the entire United States. We are #1. Nobody beats us.
I walk to give a voice to everyone that has lupus who can't be here today. I'm walking for myself. I've had lupus for 4 years, and every year I'm grateful that I can be here and participate.
I walk for lupus for myself and for all the other people with lupus.
This year I'm walking because I can. Recently I got a knee replacement because my bone died as a result of the toxic treatments I had to take to treat my lupus. I walk for me and for all the other people who have lost their fight with lupus.
I'm walking for myself. I was diagnosed in 2010, had a kidney transplant last year.
I've had lupus for 18 years. Last year I had a kidney transplant donated by my older brother. I walk for myself and the thousands of other patients that are dealing with this disease on a daily basis.
I am walking for all of the patients I know and the physicians who treat them. I've been involved with this chapter since 1981, so I know a lot of patients and a lot of physicians.
Having lupus it's a very difficult disease to have because it's so unpredictable. We don't know how we're gonna feel and how we can cope the next day.
Some days people are looking just regular. Other days people have the worst days of their life.
There were times when I can't even walk. I can't even hold things in my hands.
People with lupus have a lot of frustration. Rheumatologists such as myself see people with these problems all the time. And sometimes it goes through a lot of difficulty with diagnosis.
It wasn't until I was in my mid-40s that I was diagnosed with lupus. And it is a very difficult disease to diagnose and certainly a difficult disease to live with. And the exciting thing about an event like this is that it shows the great hope there is for folks who either have lupus or may have lupus.
Every day that I go pass out a flyer or mention it, you'd be surprised. You'll meet a person that knows a person that has lupus. Many people have it, but they don't speak about it.
And watching her just live with lupus every day has inspired me to be a better person. And I just look at her when I'm having a bad day or when I think I can't do something, and I just think, oh, Sandy does it every day and does it with a smile.
With my wife having lupus, it has put a lot more challenges in our marriage and our everyday life.
Maybe a better mother when she says, I don't feel like you're doing that today. I believe her. I understand that, and I get it.
Everybody in my family, whether it's my 2-year-old or whether it's my 17-year-old, we all have to chip in and pull a lot more, you know. Being a leader of my family, it's very difficult.
I was always an awesome dad. We do, however, I go to the rheumatologist maybe a couple times a year. And just keep her on.
Lupus affects my life every day. I've had to decide between what I want to do and what I need to do. And lately I'm doing what I want to do instead of what I need to do.
The Georgia chapter has been amazing. It's not just a resource for patients, but it's a resource for your family members. This disease just doesn't really impact the patients, but it impacts your loved ones and your family members and friends, and the support system there and education and tools. It's been great.
The Georgia chapter has empowered me. I've never talked about my lupus, though I've had it for half my life.
The Georgia chapter's impact is we offer resources, valuable, sustainable resources for people that are affected by lupus.
So what we try to do most of the time is help our patients care and cope for their lupus, work with them and work with their families. And this chapter, the Georgia chapter, does a gigantic job in educating the patients, educating the families, and helping us to go after lupus. Our ultimate goal, sure.
I coped with lupus by going to one of the seminars, actually. I learned a lot. I learned that every obstacle that you have can be a new normal.
people think, oh, the Lupus Foundation of America, some huge organization. We have a very small staff of paid people that do just great things. And we do walks like today with 200 volunteers, our symposiums with a lot of volunteers. We have a medical advisory board of 43 doctors, all volunteers, and we have a board of directors, all volunteers.
Just as the patients and the family members need to get together for a walk and other events, the medical advisory board members need to get together too. We need to see each other and see that we fight as a team, that no person is an island in this war against lupus. And that's been a wonderful blessing to me, as well as meeting all the family members and the patients and the support caregivers in the chapter through my role in the medical advisory board. That has fueled my desire to be reminded that we are not alone and that our fight is not just with patients, but it extends to the family and the community and beyond.
I'm one of the original board members of the Georgia chapter from Lupus Foundation of America. And I couldn't be more thrilled to be the MC here today. I've done this now the last couple of years. And we are very, very excited to raise funds and to help end lupus as soon as possible.
We used to have an annual symposium. We now have symposium throughout the state. We go onto college campuses. We are touching patients in more than 100 counties in Georgia. That is enormous.
We are here today to make an impact, not only on the treatment of this disease, but also for the families, the patients, their friends, and for medicine itself.
Here we have a partnership of our strength in research on a population level, on treatments and studying those, and now the immune system. And we have the full spectrum of population to the cells and learning about lupus. And I think we can make tremendous strides in learning about this disease where no other center in the world can do it. And it's right here in Atlanta.
70% of what we raise for our chapter comes from funds raised at this walk. So it is so vitally important because we have a mission which is to support those living with lupus in Georgia.
How did you raise money for the walk this year?
Facebook, emails, Instagram, phone calls, fundraisers, direct contact.
I badgered my friends. I used Facebook as much as I possibly could. I did some door-to-door sales. I used my husband. My husband's a physician, so he put out some pamphlets at work, and we asked a lot of his patients. So whoever I ran into, I was begging for $1.
This year we did something a little bit different. Our motto was go big or go home. We really strive to reach out to our community and see how they could assist us in just raising awareness. And by raising awareness, we saw an outpour of donations.
It's amazing how many people were so supportive right from the beginning. The donations started pouring in. I also went to businesses in my area that I like to spend my money, and many of them donated gift cards or gift baskets. So I organized a silent auction, and I invited everybody I know, and it was a great success.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Joyous. Amazing.
It's awesome.
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 Delightful.
Outstanding.
Excitement. Necessary.
Family.
Go end lupus.
The efforts of the Georgia chapter have been amazing. And I think many people can say that it has grown so much, but let's not rest on our laurels. I think we can always sit back and say, we've come so far, but we should do that in the context of, look how much further we can go. And we are right there. We're on the cusp on so many different levels of making breakthroughs that I just encourage everyone to continue to fight with the chapter and as a team and a family.
We'll never stop walking. We'll never stop fundraising. We'll never stop hoping. Amen.